Hello peoples! Welcome to my 3K sub special Q&A. Before I start, thank you so much for 3K subs. It really means a lot to me and I love you guys so much. I hope that you will enjoy this video. Let's start. I first accidentally discovered Vocaloid when I was 11 or 12 through all the nightcore music I used to listen to back then. I fell in love with the concepts and characters and MMD animations and music, and I've been a part of the community since. Since I liked all of them so much, I DK who my favorite was, but I really like IA and Miku and the Kagaman A's. Since I'm primarily known for drawing in the Moe art style, I got a lot of questions asking me about how I started and tips and what inspired me, etc. I was basically born in the time the Moe art style started and became popular, and I was into the Vocaloid/anime scene, so it was basically everywhere for me. Like wherever I looked it was Moe art. I would go on Google and scroll through anime art for hours on my iPad almost every day. And I would watch nightcore videos and art speedpans on YouTube all the time, so in short you could say the genre as a whole inspired me. Seeing all that art back then brought me so much joy. It was my favorite thing ever. My goal with YouTube is to be able to give that same joy to people now, 10 plus years after Moe art became known. I want to be able to carry its legacy, especially considering the amount of brain rot and AI these days. I want it to live on for as long as it can and inspire people the way it inspired me. Having said all that, I didn't start out by drawing in the Moe art style. I saw it as basically impossible for me to learn, but after watching many tutorials and trying it out for myself, I started learning it and becoming more confident. I don't think it's particularly hard to learn, but it can be hard to master. My tips would be to look at old anime visual novels that are in the Moe art style and study them. Trace them, use them as your main reference. Also have a basic understanding of anatomy to make it easier for yourself. But otherwise just stay away from AI, especially if you're on Pinterest and Kindle. Learn about the 2000s anime culture to get a better understanding of it. Also look at 90s anime styles to see how it changed into the 2000s Moe art style. That helped me a lot. I am actually a traditional artist. I only started drawing digitally maybe 5 or 6 months ago. So yes, I have tons of traditional art. I wouldn't mind showing you guys, but basically all, and I mean all of my traditional art is fan art. That's kinda all I've been drawing for the past 7-ish years. So I probably won't be able to show much even though I have a lot. Also they're all super duper bad. Very bad. But anyways. Okay, enough about my art for now, lols, that was long. I do listen to a lot of lowly-core music, but I basically just go off of what appears on my YouTube feed, so I don't really know any tracks specifically. But my favorite gore shit album is probably My Love Feels All Wrong and With All My Heart. But I love all of his albums really. I love all of Rory in early 20s albums too, it just depends on my mood which one I listen to. Otherwise, I really like Latex Fruit and PS I Angel too. My favorite Vocaloid song is probably Electric Angel. Ghost Rule and World's End Dance Hall. I have thought about making my own and song, but although I have an ear for music, I suck at writing in beats and stuff. K-pop isn't really my thing, lols, I've never liked it that much. I prefer J-pop, but I don't listen to that much either. No hate to anyone who likes that stuff, of course. If it counts, I'd probably want to be a jellyfish or bird of prey if I were an animal. Those both sound the most fun to me. I taught myself art and Moe art. No one taught me, just years of practice and love for it. My favorite Vocaloid producers are probably Maratu, Kaiko, Pinocchio and Woga. As for art tutorials, I have made a hair tutorial. I might make a skin shading tutorial too, but for eyes and clothing I kinda just wing it, so I wouldn't know how to teach others, lols. I don't really understand those myself. But maybe in the future. Even though both my digital and traditional art is styled around anime, I don't really like anime much, especially the mainstream ones, but I have watched some like Tokyo Ghoul, Hunter x Hunter, Strawberry Marshmallow, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Higurushi When They Cry, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Warren Host Club, Azu Manga Dai-O, Kill la Kill, Soul Eater and Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan. I know! Interesting choices indeed. My favorite anime is any one of those that I just stated apart from TBHK and Azu Manga Dai-O, lols. I draw in different styles in my traditional art and I've been drawing for 13 years. For fashion I like Lolita. Mostly dark and gothic Lolita. Emo and seen in different Gyaru subcultures like Roku, Jejo, Gushiku and Hime Gyaru. For art it should be obvious lols. I really like pasta, pastries, noodles and different types of kebabs. Also my persona is Kinda my mascot, but I'm still working on perfecting her and my other OC's designs. I use ibis paints default brushes for my art lols, nothing special. I actually Kinda left the art community after 2020, so I don't know many artists. But I might just choose Key because of nostalgia. Probably to Faced Lovers since that was one of the first Vocaloid songs I listened to. Also by vocal synth, do you just mean Vocaloids in general? Sorry if I don't quite get it, but probably My Girl IA. My favorite song is Ecstasy by Suicidal Idol. I don't care how overplayed it might be. My soul connects with that song. And also all of Sykes's songs. I love Sykes-suki, he's my goat. I can't even put it into words lols. I love his songs so much. Also am not inspired by one person specifically. I'm just inspired by art in general, and I kinda just inspire myself randomly too lols. Pancakes or waffles hot? Neither. I like croissants. Just kidding, I like both. My favorite utau is Ruko, and for Vocaloid I really don't know, I love all of them. But maybe Zatsuni Miku and Hoku. Before like 2024 I was basically in every fandom you could think of, but I kinda left all of them. I still like them and their related media, I'm just not really involved. To give context, I was kinda in the weird kid category growing up, so definitely 25 plus fandoms. At least. My favorite games are House, Crush Crush, Yandere Simulator, Class of '09 and Skullgirls, but I definitely have respect for FNAF, DDLC, Minecraft and NSO in there. I don't listen to any rant creators lol, sorry. Also I can't name a utau I hate, so I probably don't have one. I actually find the face the hardest part to draw, and maybe hair sometimes too, but mostly the face. I started scribbling on paper when I was 3 months old and I haven't put the pencil down since, but I didn't start taking art seriously until the 5th grade. So like age 11. I was drawing before then too though, but mostly for fun, and I wasn't really trying to improve. But I've been drawing regularly throughout my whole life. In fact I've slowed down recently, but I don't think you can tell lols. Also I haven't always wanted to draw. I've just always been drawing for as long as I can remember. I don't know what I would even be without art. It's like my whole life basically. Not really. I was inspired, as I said, more by Vocaloid and random art, but it definitely add OS tans in there and Tuhao. I love both so much. Also they're not my inspiration or anything, but shout out to Vera Vane on TikTok. If you like my art you'll probably like theirs too, so check them out. My only socials are YouTube and Pinterest, so I don't have anything else. My favorite Tuhao character, even though I love all of them a whole bunch, is probably Sakuya, Ramelia, and Yuma. Lastly, my favorite drawing that I drew is probably Zatsuni Miku and Ruko. Thank you so much for watching, peoples. I hope I was able to help somehow and answer your questions as best as I could. Take care of yourselves and have a good day.